For over 150 years, Adventists all over the world have faithfully returned their tithe each Sabbath. Tithe is the number one way that we fund the mission as a church. In the early days of Adventism, the spread of the gospel nearly came to a screeching halt as travelling preachers struggled to put food on the table while continuing to share the Advent message. But now, Tithe supports over 20,000 ministers, plus chaplains, Bible workers, church leaders, and evangelistic projects are funded all over the world. All of this is possible because the Holy Spirit works through us collectively as a people to achieve incredible things in God's name. What you contribute at a local level actually has a global impact. The reality is that when it comes to mission, we are better when we work together. So how does tithing work exactly? For every $100 of tithe that you give, $80 stays right here in Greater Sydney for ministry in our local conference. Of that $80, $50 is used to fund pastors, evangelists, Bible workers, as well as hospital and aged care chaplains. $10 is used to fund the administrative costs of running the conference office, including programs like our Think Tank and Ignite, our conference-wide worship program. $8 is used to fund our departmental expense, including health, women's ministry, Sabbath school, personal ministry, stewardship, and much more. $4 is used to fund the important work of the financial staff, AdSafe, and our workplace health and safety requirements. $6 is used to fund conference-wide major evangelist projects and grants that go back to local churches for evangelist initiatives. The final $2 is used to fund our education department. The Greater Sydney Conference then passes $20 onto the Australian Union Conference. The Australian Union Conference keeps $8 to fund their ministry leaders, provide national support and resources to conferences and churches, including evangelistic grants and major projects all over Australia. The Australian Union Conference then passes $12 onto the South Pacific Division. The South Pacific Division keeps $10 to fund the support of mission work in new and developing fields, the staffing of leadership of our major institutions and colleges, as well as providing grants for major evangelism projects all over the South Pacific Division. The South Pacific Division then passes the remaining $2 onto the General Conference. The General Conference uses its share to fund the coordination of mission work in new and developing fields all over the world, as well as the leadership that deals with global issues, including public affairs, religious liberty, and biblical research. One tithe can certainly go a long way. When we tithe, we can contribute to what's happening in other parts of Sydney, other parts of Australia, other parts of the South Pacific, and other parts of the world without ever leaving our pew. Through the faithful return of tithe by Adventists all over the world, we are able to have a much bigger impact than if each church was to work individually. When everyone contributes and we share our resources together, we can do great things for God. Because when it comes to mission, we really are better together.